Let's match with Maffdoku. We got to put the numbers 1 through 9 in these black boxes. Purple numbers are products. Brown numbers are sums. So we have to find numbers that multiply to 126, which looks like a pretty weird number to me. So divide that by 2, we get 63, so that's 7 times 9. So it's 2 times 9 times 7, or some other iteration of that. That actually might be forced. 2 times 9 times 7, or 3 times 6 times 7. But there's a 7 in this row, and that's the only other way to do that, right? So if you divide 126 by 7, you get 18. And 18 can be made either with a 3 and a 6 or a 2 and a 9. And that's the only way to do that with single digit numbers. So our options for the rest of these numbers are 2, 3, 6, 9. So 7, 2, 3, 6, 9. This one can't be a 7 because it has to multiply to 24, and 7 doesn't go into 24. So these are just 2, 3, 6, 9 in this box. All right. Numbers that multiply to 16 are it's just 2s, so it could be 2, 4, 6, 8. Is it just 2, 8, 1 actually? Because if you divide it by 4, you get 4. And then you'd either have to put 4 and 1 in the other two boxes or 2 and 2. So you can't have a 4 in this row, because then you'd have to make 4 out of 2 boxes, which you can't do. So this is just 8, 2, 1. That's the only way to do this. Kind of wild that the 16 clue is more telling than the 126 clue to me. Yeah, so these numbers are 1, 2, 8. There very well could be a restriction on this 19 where this has to be an 8. So this is a 1 or a 2. It can't be a 1 because then these two numbers have to add up to 18. And that would be 9, 9. You can't repeat a 9. If it was a 2, they have to add up to 17. You could have a 9. Nope. It would have to be 9 and 8. And if we put a 2 here, then we have to use an 8 in one of these two boxes, but we're already using an 8 in one of these two boxes. So this absolutely has to be an 8. And now these have to add up to 11, which seems possible with probably a lot of things. So let's get rid of the 8s here. 24. So 9 doesn't go into 24. The rest of these numbers do. You can take away the 9 though. So what does taking away the 9 do? Not really anything, okay. So is it the fact that these two add up to 11, or is it the fact that these multiply to 24? Yeah, I could probably fill in this box at the very least. This can only be a 1 or a 2, which is telling. So if this is a 1, these have to be 6, 4, or 8, 3. They can't be 8, 3. So if this is a 1, these have to be 6, 4, which would mean the 4 here, 6 here. If this was a 2, these two would multiply to 12, which should make it 3, 4. So I think this is a 4 either way. That's kind of crazy. So it's either 2 times 3 times 4 or 1 times 4 times 6. So this number can't be a 2. So this number can't be a 2, and this number has to be a 4, which is wild. Very interesting. And either of these two combinations are still possible. Now this having to be either a 6 or a 3 probably has some implications for these. Could this be a 2? No, this couldn't be. So one of these numbers has to be a 7. So it's either 7 times 6, which is 42, times 3 would equal 126. 7 times 6 times 3, or if this is a 6 and this. So, all right. So our numbers down here are 7, 7, 6, 3 for sure. Okay. So I can get rid of 2 and 9 here. Oop. Yeah. So either way, if I made this a 3 or a 6, the other number would have to be a 3 or a 6. So that's how I narrowed that down. All right, so now this has to add to 19. This is already an 8. If this was a 7, this number would have to be a 4, which it can't be. 8 plus 7 plus 4. So this can't be the 7, which means this has to be a 7. Okay, so now these are 6 and 3, and I think I'm probably about to figure out which one it is. 8 plus 3, this would have to be an 8. So 8 plus 3 is 11, which would make this an 8 to add up to 19. That's not possible. 8 plus 6 is 14. This is a 5. Making this a 6. Making this a 3. Making this a 2. Making this a 1. And this is now our final number, which is 9. And that should do it, I think. There it is, dude. There's a Maffdoku is what that thing is. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.